Hey babes, just checking in. I know it's an intense day for a lot of you, so I want to talk a little bit about this election that's been going on. I know a lot of you are grieving right now, you're scared, you're confused, it feels like what the fuck just happened. Suddenly there is a very interesting character that is president in the largest country, like one of the most powerful countries in the world. And I know that this can feel very overwhelming, and I know there's a lot of you that is in pain right now. So I just want to check in and see how all of you are doing. And first of all, I want to say that if you feel very upset, if you feel like you're grieving, do that. Cry, be angry, be frustrated. Like, I don't believe in spiritual bypassing. If you feel that shit is hard, it's tough, feel it. Like, I believe it's important to move that feeling out of your body. Don't hold it in, don't hold it back. Instead, cry, scream, fight, release, be scared, be frustrated. But what I want to talk about today is to give you another perspective. I want to give you another perspective of what's going on, and to give back some of the hope that I know a lot of you have lost. Because one of the most dangerous feelings is feeling powerless and feeling hopelessness. And I know there is many of us that feels both of that right now, right? So when you feel this hopelessness and this powerlessness, I just want to remind you that there's a consciousness shift that is going on the planet right now, and that politics is not the only way to shift, and they're not the only way to be in power and to change what we are changing. So I just want to remind you that there is a revolution going on, a consciousness revolution. We are leveling up, even if it doesn't feel like that right now. And politics is not the only way to change the world. It's not the only place where you can help and heal and make this world a better place. Politics right now is showing us what's going on inside of all of us. So we have all this darkness and all this light inside of us, and right now it's coming up to the surface so we can heal it, so we can see it. Something that I think about a lot when I feel this despair and this grief and this, like, what the fuck is going on? Everybody's just stupid. I try to take a step back and really remember that this is a revolution that is going on. We are shifting the consciousness. We are leveling up. Hi, Jasmine. You're amazing too. I love you too. I'm very happy that you're doing the work you're doing here in San Francisco. Thank you for checking in with me. It's very important to remember that it is a revolution, and it's an evolution of consciousness, and we're rising it. And I like to compare it to the Industrial Revolution. The thing is that the Industrial Revolution changed our world completely, but it was not a political decision. It was not something that everybody just came together and said, like, oh, let's change the world, let's create a new world of living. No, it's several different small people separated all over the planet that changes their little community, that starts small changes. So the thing is, I think this is very important to believe, because this is something I can feel frustrated sometimes, and I always think that we need to organize, we need to do this together, and it's like, yeah, that is true. But the thing is, we are already together and we're already shifting. It's more important that you just work on your shit. Like, you're working on your own inner healing, but it's also important that you still continue on working on the healing that you're here to give others. A revolution is not something that happens with a political decision. It's not something that happens that everybody comes together. No, it's something that happens when small communities start working in a different way. The Industrial Revolution didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen because we decide, like, okay, let's make this shift. No, it happened slowly, and it happened because it was a lot of people on a lot of places at the same time shifting. And that is exactly what's going on right now, is a consciousness revolution. And I think the most important thing that you can do right now is to shift the way you're living your life in what I believe is one of the greatest things that we need to do, is to leave our brain-numbing 9-to-5s where we don't do any good for the world and actually pursue our passions. Because the microcosmos and the macrocosmos is united. If we shift something inside of us, the world around us shifts. And this is truth, even if it feels very weird right now. Like what we see in the world, it is a reflection of what's going on inside of people and inside of us. And that is why it's so important to work on your own healing and to really start pursuing your passion and purpose. Because when you are free, the world is free. When you free yourself from this numbing 9-to-5 lifestyle where you just working to earn money and you're working from fear, and you're working like you don't want to be left outside alone, so you kind of like you're just doing what everybody else is doing, but you know inside that it's not your path, you know inside that it's not your purpose. That is the biggest shift that you are here to do right now. Instead of feeling hopelessness and powerlessness over the situation in the world right now, you need to reclaim your own power. You need to reclaim the power of your life, because that is the most important. And really go deep into that energy of you and feel that you're here to give and to change and to heal yourself and to other people. So I hope that you feel a little bit less powerless, and there is a revolution going on. I just want you to know that this is not the end, not at all. This is just the beginning, and we're shifting, and it's not a political decision, and it's not something that we don't even have to be united in this. This is several people, several communities doing work at the same time, and slowly and suddenly it's going to tip over. So remember the Industrial Revolution. As soon as you feel like, what the fuck is going on? It was not a plan, but it shifted. The world shifted. So the shift is coming. The shift is already here. We're already working, and we're leveling up in our consciousness. If you feel any grief, any despair, anything that just doesn't feel good right now, write it out. We're here. We're here to support you. We're in this together, and don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. It's not over. It's just the beginning. I love you. Take care. Bye.